We have all gathered here today to make our opposing voices about House Bill 124 heard. This bill is another building block to the barrier we must climb in order to vote. By removing our ability to use student IDs, you are silencing the important voices of our future. Not all students have the ability to get transportation to the DMV for a state-issued license or even the money to purchase one. Even in this privileged position, will it be enough? A dear friend of mine had both an Idaho state-issued license and a school ID. When she went to vote for the first time as a 19-year-old high school student, they accused her of using a fake ID, even though her ID was received just the week prior for this occasion. Even with her mother's testimony of its authenticity, they still refused to use it as a form of identification. In this moment of defeat and frustration, they remembered her high school ID and were able to use it to verify her identity. This young woman's voice was heard through her school ID, the very same ID that House Bill 124 will nullify. This did not happen because she was ill-prepared, but rather because her home circumstances prevented her from getting her driver's license. Yet still, she was refused at the poll based on her age and the lack of a driver's license. If she did not have her school ID, she would have been refused her right to vote that day. She would not have been granted her 15th and 19th Amendment rights. Young people like her are not the only people who would be silenced by this bill. Minorities are already underrepresented in the government and will face more socioeconomic barriers beyond what they do already. They have already faced hardships and oftentimes cannot afford the time or finances to obtain a driver's license or state-issued ID. They have the right to be heard, even if they do not have a car or other privileges people so often take for granted. Students are the future of this country, and we will not be deterred by this bill's proponents and their attempts to silence us.